I have come back from the dead. Welcome to my dead channel. Fuck, I should have probably used the bathroom before I sat down here, because I already know that I'm gonna be yapping and yapping and yapping. So I'm just gonna have to, my bladder's gonna have to wait. I tried to make the background look somewhat presentable, just because, just for the vibes. And these glasses too. I don't wear these as often as I probably should. I love these things. They used to be sunglasses, and now I just kind of wear them for fun. There's nothing in them. Just for the stylistic purpose of it, because they look cute, in my opinion. I like them. And then, of course, don't mind the hair. You already know, if you've seen any of my videos, which I wouldn't recommend at this point. I don't know who that is, which is what I'm about to talk about in a little bit. But yeah, a big thing for me is just letting my hair do whatever it wants, because it's going to do whatever it wants to do regardless. But yeah, please appreciate the background. I tried to make it look decent somewhat, We got some flowers. It was my mom's birthday last week, so my family brought her some flowers because we had a little family gathering last weekend. I have my water bottle because, of course, I'm always drinking water. And then those are 3 books that I'm currently, that's my journal, this red one right here. And then those are the 2 books that I'm reading so far, which I have been loving. Hold on, let me just give this one a little bit more space to shine because it deserves it. Yeah. And then I guess I'll move this one next to it too. Hell yeah. Okay. No accent. No accent, no accent, no accent. If you have watched any of my videos, which the likelihood of that is like 0, because my channel has never taken off, has never been successful, which is kind of like a blessing and a curse at the same time. I've been thinking about it because I don't know who that girl was in those videos. I mean, I do. I occasionally watch my videos back, and it's nice to reminisce and to just take myself back to that time, that moment in time of filming those videos, and all of the videos that I have recorded that I just haven't even taken the time of the day to even look at. And then there's the last part of this series of videos that I had last uploaded, which was ideas that I've been living by. I recorded the full video and then I broke it down into 4 parts because it was a really long video. And I started the editing process to the last part, and I still haven't touched it, and it's been months, probably over a year at this point. Life has been lifing for sure. And I took kind of a step back from my channel just in general because I did not feel inspired. I felt lost. Would you look at that, right? Like a 20-something-year-old who's lost in life. Who would have thought? But I think I was hiding. I was escaping. I was trying to be furthest from myself as possible, and I was putting this persona online that was not me. And I still go by Jalouis, Jalouis is my artistic name. I'm just no longer going to use this accent that I used to use along with it, because I was just trying to not be myself. And yeah, it's fun. I love speaking in accents. That's always going to be a part of me. And when I was younger, one of my dreams was to become an actress, and I would always speak in accents because, I grew up on H2O, Just Add Water. So, like, I loved the Australian accent. And then I also grew up watching a lot of British media, a lot of British TV shows. So I love speaking in accents. It's fun for me. It's like the theatrics of it all is really fun. But there came a point where I felt really horrible because I felt like I wasn't being myself in the videos, and which is weird because the whole reason I started YouTube was so that I can find a place to be myself, because I have a really hard time being myself in general, just in life. I don't know how to be myself. I think it's my biggest weakness. My biggest weakness is being real, being fucking for real. I don't know how to do that. And I actually don't like when people kind of give that advice of like, oh, just be yourself, just be yourself, just be yourself. There's a lot of different versions of myself. When I was younger, the person that I was at school was not the same person that came home after school and was in the house. And then the person that I was at work when I was working, which I'm not working anymore, that person is not the same person that I am at home. So there's different versions of myself. So I don't really know how to be myself with people. And I want to find real connection with people, preferably people my age, because I don't really hang out with anyone my age, to be honest. I don't have a lot of friends, and the friends that I do have, it's just hard when you get into adulthood because everyone has their own life, and it's just been really... I think I'm going through an identity crisis ever since 2025. I have this video that I made back in 2022. I called it my depression log. I have a couple of these where I just like rant on camera for however long. And the first ever, or maybe it wasn't the first ever depression log, but it was definitely one of my depression logs that I have up on my channel. And I'll link it in the description if you're interested in watching it. But I filmed this video back in September of 2022, and 2022 was one of the worst years of my life. 19, turning 20, I don't want to go back to that. I don't want to go back there. It was my first time ever experiencing anhedonia, which is the basically just another word for complete numbness. Like, depression is no longer just depression. It's like I don't feel anything. And that was 2022 for me, for the majority of it. And I definitely went through an existential crisis. And I felt a lot of existential agony. And that was also my start into the workforce. So I was starting to work, and I was like just kind of starting to understand the world for what it was, and not this like these rose-colored glasses that I had, because I grew up very sheltered, and so I didn't really know a lot about how awful the real world was. And so I feel like 2022 was one of the worst years of my life, where I first experienced my existential agony and dread and crisis. And 2025 is pretty much just like a 2022 2.0. This year has not been great for a lot of reasons, personal reasons. Globally, I feel like everyone is struggling. Every country, politically, just like the climate, everything. It has not been a good year for most people. I feel like everyone can agree with that to some degree, that we're not doing well as a society, as a civilization, as a people, as a human race in 2025. There's a lot of things that are happening. But also in my personal life, a lot of things happened that the other day, I think I came to the conclusion that I'm going through an identity crisis. I was thinking about my channel and how I just kind of like abandoned it for a really long time. And I don't even like looking at my videos because, and I love looking at my videos. I joke about that all the time in my old content, talking about the fact that like I'm the only one that watches my channel, because it's true. I'll probably be the only one that watches this video. But I don't even want to, I don't know who that was. I don't know who I am. I don't know what I want. And I know what I want, but I don't. It's very strange. I think I'm going through an identity crisis. That's what this is. And I want to be really real. I am 23 at the moment. Just turned 23 this year. And I am going through an identity crisis like I have never gone through one before. And I don't know how to deal with it. It's very scary. The window is open, so if you hear shit, that's why. I live in a major city, so shit's gonna be wild, shit's gonna be crazy. Can't control that. And that's another thing, talk about control. I am a control freak. Unfortunately, I've spoken about my mental illness before. My struggles with my mental health. But I have not spoken about my undiagnosed OCD, but I'm pretty sure that it's OCD because I have had compulsions and obsessions for as long as I can remember, and I feel like they all stem from this like need to control shit, and I just feel like I have to control things all the time, and the things that I can't control, that's when I start to really spiral. I'm not doing well. I'm not doing well, not in the slightest, in my personal life as well, like I've mentioned earlier in the video. A lot of things happened in my personal life that have kind of made me I don't want to say lose myself, but I don't feel like I belong in this world. I don't know how to. I can only be myself when I'm by myself. Because I feel like who I am to my core and like the values and the morals that I truly believe in and the way of life that I want to carry and the things that I care about don't align with what the world wants of me and what the world expects of me, and it's really hard to be my actual self and then also be what the world wants, because they're very different. I've been mourning my music career or lack thereof because I've truly given up on myself. I mean, 2025 has not only been my year for like an identity crisis, as I've mentioned, but I think it was also, and we're still in 2025, which is crazy because it's been fucking forever. But I think that this was also the year that I started to give up on myself. Like, I truly started giving up on myself this year. I have been just mourning a lot of the things that, and I mean, I'm still so young, so there's still so much that I can do with my life. I know that. But I feel like I've gone about things the wrong way. Everything. I've gone about everything the wrong way. I live in a perpetual state of frustration with myself, with the world. I'm definitely going through an identity crisis. Like, this entire year has just been me trying to understand myself and where I fit in this world, because I don't feel like I fit in this world. And it's also been me just like slowly, very slowly giving up and stepping away from all of my dreams and all the things that I want to do with my life. Just like giving up on myself. And it doesn't help that the world expects 20-somethings to just like have it all figured out, and all this pressure from everyone, from family members, from friends, from social media, from the world itself. Like, I'm so sick of it. I'm sick of feeling guilty for just existing. And then also for being so hard on myself for not achieving the things that I want to achieve. Because I've given up on myself. And I need to cry. I just don't know how to do that. And I'm not trying to be funny. Like, I'm actually, like, I don't know how to fucking cry. I haven't cried in over a year. Probably more. Like, I haven't felt my emotions. I keep running away from my emotions. And yes, I journal occasionally here and there, right? Like, that's my journal right there. And so I do journal, and I try to actually feel my feelings every once in a while, but sometimes I just need to cry, but I don't know how to do that. And I just feel lost. I feel behind. My life feels very stagnant. I feel guilty for existing because I'm not doing what most people my age are doing, which at this point is like they would have been graduated from college. They would have been pursuing probably another higher education diploma. They're in good jobs, or they have friends, they have careers in social media that's working out for them. They have a music career that's working out for them. They're putting out music and touring it and connecting with audiences. And I'm just here, just like, not being real. I made a persona that wasn't me. And I'm still Jalouis artistically. I'm not going to change my name. But it's like I'm literally starting over. With no accent, just like being me. But who am I? Like, I don't know. And I need to cry. And my mom has been not well, so I've been taking care of her all these months, and so I've been thinking about that a lot, and just like I've been prioritizing my family and my social connections above everything these past couple of months, because I've realized how important that really is to me. And I mean, when you're a child, you don't really think about these things. It's not like you're pondering about your values as a 12-year-old, right? Or maybe some 12-year-olds are, I don't know. But family's very important to me. And so that's been my main focus these past couple of months. It's just taking care of my mom and making sure that she's fine, because she's not well. And we already know that seniors are the loneliest, along with young people. They're the loneliest people ever, so there's not a lot of space for seniors to have community. And so I'm trying to be that for my mom, because she's also very introverted and she doesn't really leave the house and make the effort to be around people unless I do first. She's very much reliant on me. But I also don't do well when people are so needy. Like, I have trouble taking care of myself, let alone now having to, like, also take care of someone who needs to be taken care of. And then the man that I used to call my father retired earlier this year. He left the country because he's not originally from the United States, which is where I live. So he went back to his country of origin. And I'm not trying to be mysterious with, like, that's another thing. I've noticed that I guess I can come across as very, like, standoffish or, like, trying to be really mysterious and, like, try hard, right? That's not my intention. I value my privacy a lot, and I know how the internet is. I literally was raised by the internet, and I'm just trying to be very cautious with what information I do put out there about myself, which is so strange, right? Because I've put out so much vulnerable shit already on my channel. So anyone that comes across any of my videos probably knows a lot about, way more than they should know about me. But personal things like my real name or where I live, things like that, I just don't feel comfortable. And I don't have to. I guess that's another reason. I feel like another reason I've been kind of going through this identity crisis is the world is expecting everything from you. Like, social media has made everyone so accessible, and so you feel like you have to, like, everyone feels so entitled to everyone, and it's so strange. I love my privacy, so I don't want to put my very vulnerable information out there in terms of, like, but then again, here I am, like, disclosing my inner thoughts to the world. I don't know. I'm not doing well. 2025 has not been a good year for me. And we are already in August. We're only 8 months in, so we still have a couple more months to go, but I don't know what to do. I think I'm making this video to see if maybe this is the video that reaches people, because none of my other videos have. But if this is the video that people watch, I think I'm just so paralyzed. My brain and my mind feel paralyzed. I don't know what to do. I don't know who I am. And I think I know what I want, but I don't. I am a walking contradiction. I'm hurting. And I want to cry. And I'm mourning my dreams. And I'm giving up on myself. Unfortunately, like, I have fallen into really bad habits because I just don't know. I don't know who I am. I don't know what I want. I still want to pursue music, but I don't even know if that's possible with the way that the music industry even works, and with just the way that the world looks right now. And it's just overwhelming. Living in 2025 is overwhelming. This is a literal dystopia that we are experiencing, and I feel paralyzed. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to move through the world as a young person who has her whole life ahead of her, but I don't know what... And I have so many dreams, and I have so many things that I want to do with my life, and I've just given up. And then post-pandemic, these past 5 years have just been so strange. I feel like that fucked with my brain chemistry. I'm sure every single young person, or everyone. I mean, being quarantined and being isolated for a whole year and a half was like, that did not do anyone well. I mean, I'm sure that it helped a lot of people with, finding themselves and learning more about themselves, and that period of isolation was probably very therapeutic for a lot of people, but I think it fucked with my brain chemistry.